very good morning to all of you. We have just concluded a power-packed inaugural session, and I must compliment ET government and all the associates for putting together a brilliant summit, and what better than to have such a power-packed inaugural session. And now I am tasked with sharing the transformation of Ahmedabad into a smart city. Now that's a tall claim. I won't claim that we have already transformed into a smart city. The process has just begun, but it's begun truly well, and there are some very good things which I would like to share with you. I had a long presentation planned, but seeing how we have been off time, I'll just changing the entire flow of things. So I'll be starting off with sharing some 4 or 5 quick AVs to give you a flavor of the different initiatives that we are doing in Ahmedabad. And then probably I'll speak not more than 7 or 8 minutes and take a few questions. So I'll request that we'll start with the AVs. They'll talk about different aspects.
I am Ahmedabad. I'm a fusion of every century gone by, and yet the most updated version of myself. I am the epitome of self-respect and the depths of history. I am an Acropolis. I am Hazrat Qutb. I am the tender love of the Queen and the conquest of the King. I am the abode of equality. I am Ahmedabad. Our 600 years old path from history to the future is a balance of faith and humanity. Ahmedabad has now been accorded as UNESCO World Heritage City. And the entire world has acknowledged that on the banks of river Sabarmati lives and breathes this historical city. I am Ahmedabad, a proud World Heritage City. Many warnings went unheeded. Many habits remained unchanged. Until the road to technology opened from the command and control center, watching every move of those who break the rules. Under Smart City project, AMC introduced e-challan system for better traffic behavior and a novel idea of sanitation memo to bring culture change. E-challan, automatic number plate recognition, ANPR, and red light violation detection, RLVD systems. Study of CEPT University reveals savings of around 5 to 10 minutes on each trip made by citizens. Culture change movement. Recently, Ahmedabad has been declared as India's cleanest big city. The next challenge is to be the cleanest city of India. To change the habit of spitting at public places, a novel idea came up to use the existing infrastructure of ANPR cameras to bring cultural change. CCTV cameras at junctions capture the spitting behavior and e-memos are issued to the violators. It has been recognized as smart use of technology to bring behavioral change. Smart City Ahmedabad Development Limited, using technology to change habits, changing habits to change cities. Growing population and rapid urbanization generates large quantities of human waste. The need of the hour, therefore, is a robust, efficient and sustainable infrastructure to safely dispose domestic sewage. For the first time in the country, the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation has signed an MOU with Bhabha Atomic Research Center for dry city sludge hygienization. Let us understand the process of sewage treatment and generation of enriched sludge free of pathogens at India's first dry sludge hygienization and fortification plant for agriculture applications at Shahwadi, Ahmedabad. Radiation and enrichment of sludge. Dry sludge containing 25 to 30% moisture is brought to sludge hygienization facility. The sludge is crushed using crushers and transported to carrier boxes with a transfer conveyor. In a fully automated process, the filled boxes are loaded to a moving overhead plant conveyor. The conveyor carries the boxes to irradiation cell, where the sludge gets hygienized to average irradiation dose of 10 kg gray, sufficient to kill pathogens and partially degrade chemical contaminants. The hygienized sludge is sprayed with liquid bio-NPK fertilizer as a useful bacteria consortium which mobilizes nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium in the soil to be used by plants. This enrichment makes the treated sludge as a value-added product for agriculture applications. The principal aim is also to protect health and environment for a cleaner and healthier India. Ahmedabad, having won the laurels as one of India's cleanest big city, has, in the 150th birth anniversary year of Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi, undertaken the colossal task to clean the Sabarmati river. The Swachh Sabarmati Maha-Abhiyan. On June 5th, World Environment Day, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Vijay Rupani provided impetus to the campaign by participating in it from the banks of Sabarmati Ashram, the abode of Gandhi Bapu, who championed the cause of cleanliness. Ministers of Gujarat government, members of parliament and state legislative assembly and elected members of Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation participated in the campaign and motivated the people. Other than the AMC officials, very enthusiastic response from citizens, voluntary organizations and NGOs resulted in 60,000 people participating between 5th and 9th June for cleaning the Sabarmati. Large numbers of JCBs, bobcats, trucks and tractors were pressed into action that cleansed the river of 500 tons of garbage in just 5 days. After the Swachh Sabarmati Maha-Abhiyan, rains would add water to the Sabarmati river, while only water treated from sewage treatment plants will be released into the river. This will rejuvenate the river and restore its prestige. Sabarmati river will add to the glory of Ahmedabad and make India's first World Heritage City more clean and beautiful. Come, let us all resolve to always keep the Sabarmati clean. The Swachh Sabarmati Maha-Abhiyan. We Ahmedabadis, through our concerted efforts, made Ahmedabad the country's most clean metro, and we undertook the campaign to solve Ahmedabad's traffic woes. And now, to keep our Ahmedabad always clean, beautiful and disciplined, a new initiative is being implemented. For the first time in India, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation and City Police have joined hands to create a joint enforcement team. Now in each of the 48 wards of the city, a 5-member team will move around in a specially designed e-rickshaw and directly monitor the ward, and will instantly act upon those who throw garbage anywhere, spit, urinate or litter in public, temporarily encroach upon public space, paste posters illegally, violate traffic rules or park vehicle haphazardly. The joint enforcement team has a firm resolve to maintain cleanliness and discipline to make Ahmedabad a world-class modern city. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation is one among the very few corporations providing primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare. Smart City Ahmedabad is committed to provide world-class healthcare facilities to the citizens at affordable prices. The most important step in the direction of achieving this objective is the development of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Institute of Medical Science and Research. Special features of this smart hospital, which has been inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister: complete paperless public hospital. All medical records and reports are maintained digitally with advanced health information system. 1,500-bedded multi-speciality hospital and medical college. Pneumatic tube system to transfer blood sample, urine sample, medicines and investigation reports across the hospital. 32 operation theatres with 4 in each floor, of which 8 are modular OTs. 139 intensive care units including 24 pediatric ICU and neonatal ICU beds. Unique design to allow companion for each indoor patient. Two-way communication link between 32 operation theatres and an auditorium, where medical students can watch live operations and interact with international doctors. Integrated building automation system. Zero balance system for reuse of water. Equipment with all modern amenities including helipad on the terrace for air ambulance. AMC is focusing on developing the most modern and fully equipped urban health centers under the Smart City project with centralized data management and electronic medical record system. Affordable healthcare has a new name. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Institute of Medical Science and Research.
That's perhaps information overload. I'll request to put up the presentation. So what is it that enables Ahmedabad to achieve so much? We are India's first UNESCO World Heritage City. We are currently, for the last 7 or 8 months, #1 on the Smart City rankings. We are India's cleanest big city. We are the leaders in urban health, urban sanitation, urban transportation, running India's most successful BRT system, the longest and only successful riverfront system. So that brings us to the question whether the success of Ahmedabad can be replicated elsewhere, and what would the lessons be for us in terms of building smart cities. It would be a little bit of a surprise, it comes from us, but I strongly feel that smart cities are not about triple Cs. So triple Cs essentially are the command and control centers, ICCC. We were given the award by the Honorable Prime Minister for running the best command and control center, but I strongly believe that smart cities are not only about command and control centers. Similarly, they are also not about another triple C, which most people I have seen in several cities. We are confusing smart cities with cameras, computers and cables. These are not smart cities. Smart cities, I would dare say, it's not also only about technology. It has to go beyond technology. Technology, IT, surveillance systems, command and control systems, they will form only a very, very small part of the entire smart city design. Smart cities are something totally different from that. And I think it's about putting people first. We have to understand what the people want, what are their needs, what are their aspirations. And we should be able to address those needs and those aspirations through a robust administrative system helped by technology. So we have to address the basic issues of water supply, drainage, stormwater drain systems, roads, solid waste, etc. अगर हमारे शहर में जो नदी तालाब हैं उसमें अगर अनट्रीटेड सूएज जा रहा है उसके बाद हम चाहे कितने कैमरे लगा दें, we can't call ourselves a smart city. We have our own share of problems in Ahmedabad. We have the biggest waste dump, more than 90 lakh metric tons. And for 40 years, the entire city worked hard to create that dump, that it's a huge mountain of waste which contributes to a very poor air quality. So if we are not addressing those issues, we cannot be called a smart city. So we are taking concrete steps to address the issues of solid waste management, of cleaning up our river. Just 1 year back, we were having 180 million liters per day untreated sewage going into the Sabarmati river. And then on the other hand, we had put 2,000 crores of investment from the municipal corporation. We are lucky that we are financially strong, but that doesn't mean that we can put any amount of investment on developing a riverfront and then we have a river which is having, and the water was having BOD more than 35-40. And today, after just 6 to 8 months of hard work, the BOD has been reduced from 30-40 to less than 1.5. So it's been a huge success. Our understanding is that we have to focus on issues of environment. So for me, for us at Ahmedabad Smart City, the first thing is sustainable. We have to take care of our environment. We have to address issues of air pollution, air quality. So what are we doing on that? We are in an advanced stage of deploying 1,000 electric buses. We already have the biggest fleet of electric buses for any city, but very soon we have already placed an order for 50 buses, 18 are on roads, 32 will be on roads by the end of October. Another 300 electric buses, we have completed the tender process without waiting for FAME 2 because they were moving slowly. So we have to think big, act quick, and address all these issues simultaneously. That's another aspect, that we can't just say we'll address solid waste management and not do anything on let's say, handling our sludge. So as you saw, we have country's first sludge hygienization project. In fact, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, BARC scientists claim that this is the first of its kind facility in the entire world where we are using nuclear waste from an atomic power plant. BARC, AERB, they are working with us, they are giving us that nuclear waste. We use that nuclear waste to kill the pathogens in the sludge. We dry it, enrich it, bag it, and we have now put up for approval with the fertilizer ministry to be able to sell it in the market. 25 crore project fully commissioned. On the river, we are doing several things. As you have seen, we are the heritage city, so we have to do a lot to keep up our heritage in place. So this is essentially what I have a long presentation, and I have no intention of taking you through that presentation because of paucity of time. I'll open myself to questions. You can ask me anything on any one of these issues, how we treat municipal finance, how we are the leaders in municipal finance. January we went to the market. Within 2 minutes, this is an ET summit, so I must mention this. Within 2 minutes, we were fully subscribed, and within the 1 hour of electronic book building, we were oversubscribed by 10 times. We didn't need the money, but we needed to go through the entire process of credit rating. We went through the entire process of credit rating. We got a AA+, the highest rating for any ULB in the country, higher than almost all state governments. So we are in a robust financial health. We have good financial systems in place, and we are able to put our money where we want to prioritize whatever our priorities are. And after that, seeing the success, the World Bank has approached us now, and we have signed an MOU with the International Finance Corporation of the World Bank Group, in which they will be working with us on a $1 billion investment over the next 5 years for sustainable green development strategy. So I'll open myself to questions. Yes, please.
Hello. Thank you for this wonderful AV, and my name is Pankaj Goyal. I represent Schneider Electric for Smart Cities. Very impressive to see what you're doing. How are you encouraging the private partnership, PPP? I mean, you're so sound on the financial part. Would be keen to know that and how we can spread that to other cities. That's my...
Yes, we are having several PPP projects. For example, we are in the process of putting India's 2 of the biggest waste to energy plants. Both of the plants will cost 300 crores each. So it's a 600 crore investment, 25 megawatts of electricity from the 2 of them. They'll be able to tackle 2,000 metric tons per day. So they'll be the 2 biggest plants. So both of them are in PPP. We are not investing any money. We are doing several solar projects which are in the public-private partnership. Even the electric bus thing, which we are doing, it's a gross cost contract. The model that we have successfully run in Ahmedabad in the BRT, that has been fully now adopted by GOI, and in the FAME 2 guidelines, it's a clear direction that all cities should go on the gross cost contract. We should not be buying buses. So we are not bothered about purchasing buses, maintaining buses, taking care of them. It's the OEM and their partner operator, and we just pay them on the kilometers run. In fact, there are so many things, and I would say that I would welcome all of you to come visit Ahmedabad, because seeing is believing. I have mentioned less than 10% of the initiatives that we have taken. For example, we have taken an initiative of ITMS, a 180 crore project. All our buses, the public transport buses, right now we run 1,000 of them. They have been fitted with AFCA system, pole validators, just as in any developed country. So a citizen gets onto the bus, swipes the card, and at the point of boarding, and another swipe at the time of getting down, and there is a GPS with a geofencing system. It calculates at that point of swiping the exact location, and at the point of getting down, calculates automatically the distance travelled, goes to the fare table, calculates the fare to be deducted, and deducts that much amount from the card. More than 3 lakh cards are already being used by the citizens. So a lot of things on technology we are doing, and we are able to monitor everything that happens in my city. For example, we used to have huge issues of water logging during monsoons, and your citizens, they won't appreciate your smart city if your city is waterlogged. Just Friday evening, I was traveling to Delhi, sorry, Thursday evening to receive an award at Delhi, and I got a call that we have 4 inches of rain in less than 1 hour in some parts of the city. Now, those of you who understand this precipitation, it's huge. It would have led to a havoc, but within half an hour, we had drained the entire city. Because all our different pumping stations, we have put pump sensors, level sensors, flow meters. Sitting in my control room, I can monitor every single pumping station, when it was started, what's the flow it's evacuating, what's the level, how much time it's going to take. So it's a great use of technology, SCADA systems in all our water supply systems, in all our drainage systems, GPS on all our more than 1,000 waste collection, door-to-door waste collection vans. And lot of those initiatives are PPP contracts, hybrid annuity models, in which we do not pay upfront. There is a private investor who is investing. So that's a long answer to your short question.
Anybody else? Okay, please pass on the mic. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful presentation. I am R.K. Bahuguna, advisor, Gurgaon Smart City. We are also trying to work slightly differently, trying to copy you. My only question is, how are you going to sustain on long terms? What is the type of cess and like property tax or other tax or water charges? Are you getting involved into the micromanagement that every household water somebody has to pay or something? That is
very, very good question. Very good question, that when you provide these services, you have to talk about the long-term viability. So some of the things, for example, we do not have individual metering at household level. So while we have SCADA system which helps us to monitor the water from the water treatment plant to the water distribution stations, but now we have already started implementing 24/7 fully metered with smart meters, so that we go for volumetric metering. We are doing a policy change on that so that people end up paying for what they use. And most people, at least in the newer development areas where the new greenfield development is happening, they are more than happy to be part of that. Recently, we levied a door-to-door waste collection cess, 100 crores. So that is being self-funded. Essentially, our theory is now that every service should pay for itself. So we have started charging our citizens even for entering our gardens, and they are happy with that. Because the gardens that we maintain, for example, on the riverfront, they are one of the best gardens in the country. People don't mind paying those 10 rupees or 20 rupees for entering into our libraries, using our community halls, even open maidans, swimming pools, gymnasiums, lot of stuff. For the middle class, for the aspirational middle class, you have to create facilities which try to mimic at least the global standards. And that's our next aim, that we should no longer be content with just being the best in the country, but we should get out of that race now and try. And we have a vision that over the next 4 to 5 years, large parts of my city should be at par with some of the developed countries. And those people who cannot afford to do a foreign vacation should be invited to Ahmedabad. They can go see the beautiful riverfront, the gardens, the sports facilities, the heritage monuments, sports infrastructure, all of it. So you have a good question that we have to go towards user charges and recovery of charges on that.
Thank you so much, sir. Anybody else who would want to ask a question? There's a lady on my left. Can you please pass on the mic? Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for taking all of us through the smart initiative that you have taken. Sir, my question is related to traffic management. What kind of initiative have been taken? Just wanted to know.
Yeah, the most important question, because for urban cities, the problems of today and tomorrow are just 2 important problems: air pollution and traffic congestion. Most of the metro cities, they would have addressed their basic issues of water supply, etc. But if you don't take care of traffic congestion, you are in for a big problem. So what quickly came in one of my AVs is that we have put in place a very good traffic surveillance system, in which we have automatic number plate recognition along with a RLVD, red light violation detection. So if any vehicle is jumping a red light, we capture the number plate. It comes in our system. We have tied up with the Vahan software of Ministry of Road Transport. From there we fetch the details of the owner and address of the vehicle owner. E-challan is generated. We send the e-challan to the traffic police. What the traffic police through the traditional policing could not achieve in 70 years, we have been able to achieve in just less than 6 months. So from almost a zero adherence to traffic rules, even at 2 in the night, Ahmedabadis have now started stopping on the red signal. From less than 5% people using helmets, we had gone up to 60%, 70%, and now with of course the new MV Act, we are reaching in high 90s in terms of our compliance. 20 lakh e-challans have been issued, more than 10 crore in fines have already been collected. So that is what you put in place, a robust system to monitor these. Now we are going to the second phase. So we have put in 10 ATCS, automatic traffic control system, wherein the traffic sensors will monitor which side vehicles are not coming, and if from one particular side having a green, if the vehicles are not coming, it goes to the next loop. We have already installed 10 such signals at a cost of almost 70 lakh rupees. And we have tied up with some Japanese companies in which we have put at 10 places traffic guidance systems. So it uses feed from different cameras, and almost 6,000 cameras across the city. It uses feed from different cameras across the city, does a real-time analysis and guides motorists to take a right or a left or go straight on a particular traffic signal.